everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video we're going to talk about my most recent design that I uploaded on Ravelry. It's called VITRALII and is this beautiful shawl knitted in fingering weight yarn, hand dyed naturally by me. If you would like to see the process of how I dyed this yarn, I will put a link in the description down below to the video that I've filmed when I did that. It's kind of like a casual stay-at-home yarn dye video, so I will put that in the description, so go have a look if you're interested in the yarn. I do not have any more of this yarn in my Etsy shop. I do have yellow dyed with turmeric and I have pink, but I don't have the variegated one. So pink is dyed with avocado, stones and skins. Yellow is dyed with turmeric. This one is use two different yarns for this, so 200 grams of fingering weight yarn. One of them is the yellow one, so it's kind of like a solid color, so it's only dyed with turmeric, and the other one is variegated. You can see this one here, so that one is dyed with logwood, I think, avocado, a little bit of turmeric because it has some hints of yellow in it. That's why I think it goes so well. They go so well together. Let me talk to you a little bit about what inspired this shawl other than the wool. So I've put in a video a few weeks ago that I'm going to knit something with these two yarns, and I was planning on knitting a t-shirt, but I decided I've had enough t-shirts. This one as well. Well, I do not have a pattern for this one yet, but it's one of mine, kind of like knit as you go t-shirts. So I said I just want to knit a shawl that kind of features this yarn beautifully. So I started the project quite a few times, but from the beginning I knew I wanted a semicircle shawl. I didn't know exactly, because of the colors. I knew I wanted to do something with summer, with sunshine. Then I stumbled on a picture of, is it called La Sagrada Família church in Barcelona? So it was a picture of the sun shining through the stained glass windows of the church. So I wanted to kind of capture that in a knitting project. So that's what I did. I started my shawl with the sun, and you can see, yeah, that's better. You can see here is the sun, and the sun is shining through the stained glass windows, which are further down in the shawl. And the lighting is not very good, but I will try to show it to you as much as I can. So it's quite a big shawl. Let me just wrap it around. So it comes down like lower than your waist. It covers your arms like that, and at the back it looks like that. It's quite a big shawl. It's very drapey because even though it is fingering weight, I knitted it with a little bit bigger size needle to make it feel drapey and drape nicely. There we go. All right, let me talk you through the different stitches. So you start right here in the middle with garter tab, and I have it explained in the pattern exactly how to do it. You kind of need to knit a few rows, and then you have to pick stitches, and then your work is, so from knitting from here to here, your work is going to transform, and then you're going to start knitting in semicircles like this. So at the top, at the beginning of the shawl, you see is this little, I wish I just, if I put my iPad behind it, then you can see better. So you see there's a few garter rows, and then you have the sun shape, and from there, using slip stitches, you go down for a few rays that don't come all around the sun, just like shining down. The rays just shine down like that. And then, so this is all done in the solid color at the beginning, and then when you go further down, you start to incorporate the variegated yarn. So you do one row randomly, well, not randomly, I have it explained in the pattern exactly where you go with the contrasting color, but you start introducing the new color until you end up knitting with both yarns down to the bottom of the shawl. Most of the shawl is done in garter stitch, except the like the VITRALII or the stained glass windows that are here. Those are not done in garter stitch. They have garter stitch in it, but they're not completely garter stitch. Again, everything is explained in the pattern, row by row, how you're going to work those rows. And then it's finished with a picot bind off, and that's very easy. I do have a video on how to knit it. I wanted to make sure that if you decide to knit this shawl, then you have the video explanation if you want to do the picot edge. You don't have to do the picot edge. You can just do a normal bind off. Just make sure it's quite loose. But I think this picot edge makes it look nicer. There is the garter, from the garter tap, you will have a garter border here with yarn overs where we do the increases every right side row, and it just is like a complete semicircle. Yeah, what else can I tell you about this? I don't know, but let me just show you. So if you want to download the pattern, I will have it in my Etsy shop. So if you are not a member of Ravelry, because I know that there are still a lot of people that knit a lot and they don't have a Ravelry account. So if you're not a Ravelry member, then you can go on my Etsy at TeoMakes and you can find some of my patterns as digital downloads. So, you know, you get a PDF, print it at home, or save it in your iBooks, and then you can knit from there. So that's for people that are not on Ravelry. If you are on Ravelry, then you go to the top, and then you just type TeoMakes, and then you get to my page and feature designs, and you will see VITRALII there. It's right there. And then you open it and then you can see more pictures of it. Also yarn suggestions, because the yarn that I have here is the one I dyed myself, and I do not have any to sell, or but I found some different yarns that you can have. You can have Malabrigo yarn sock. They have a yellow solid, and then you can find a variegated yellow, pink, purple kind of colors that will go with it. Also a nice yarn, but I can't find it anywhere, I don't know if it's been discontinued, is the Uncommon Thread Posh fingering. Also you could use Retrosaria Mondim yarn, beautiful. It might be a bit lighter, but maybe you can go up a needle size and then it will drape a bit more. Also, Woolly Mammoth Fiber Company dyes beautiful yarn with natural dyes. Emma, I think she will do an update on her shop soon, towards the end of the month or the beginning of June. I can't remember, but I will link all these yarns down below. So Emma's one is Woolly Mammoth Fiber Company Natural Sock, and when she does the update, you can find their different colors. Obviously, you don't have to make your shawl like mine. You can do it any other color you want. But the reason why I chose these colors is because of the sun shining through the stained glass windows, and you know, I wanted to keep it because I wanted to capture that in it. Also, Fiber for the People might have some beautiful yarn that you could use. I will link all of them down below, and also just wanted to see if I can find that picture that inspired me. I think I have it on my iPad. But yeah, that is the VITRALII shawl, and I will link down below where you can download it, different kinds of yarns that you can use for it. But yeah, please let me know what you think. And also, if you do decide to knit this pattern, please don't forget to tag me, TeoMakes, on Instagram or Facebook, and also upload your pictures on Ravelry. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you like it, and yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Bye!